Have you ever noticed that after turning 60, your muscles seem to shrink a little every year? It's true, research shows that if we don't eat the right kind of protein, we can lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year. That might not sound like much at first, but over time, it adds up, making everyday tasks like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even just walking around the house more tiring than before. And it's not just about feeling weaker. Losing muscle also increases the risk of falls, which can have serious consequences for older adults. But here's the surprising part. There's a familiar food that could help you fight back against this muscle loss. Most people immediately think of eggs or chicken when it comes to protein. They're popular, convenient, and often recommended. Yet, recent studies suggest that there's another powerful source of protein that not only helps maintain muscle but also offers other benefits for heart health, inflammation, and overall energy: fish. And not just any fish, we're talking specifically about salmon and tuna. You might be wondering, why these two? Well, both salmon and tuna are packed with high-quality protein, but they differ in other nutrients that play a key role in muscle maintenance, especially after 60. Omega-3 fatty acids, for example, are much higher in salmon, and these healthy fats do more than protect your heart. They help reduce inflammation in your muscles and improve recovery after activity. Tuna, on the other hand, is lean, versatile, and convenient, making it easier to include in your daily meals. In this video, we'll explore which fish truly gives older adults the edge in keeping muscles strong, healthy, and ready for daily life. By the end, you'll know exactly how to incorporate these fish into your diet to maximize muscle preservation without sacrificing taste or convenience. If you're ready to take control of your muscle health and feel stronger with each passing year, stick around until the end. And while you're at it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you won't miss any tips for staying strong, energized, and healthy after 60. Meet Mary, a lively 72-year-old grandmother who loves gardening and taking long walks in her neighborhood. A year ago, Mary noticed that climbing stairs left her feeling unusually tired, and her arms felt weaker when carrying groceries. Like many people over 60, she was starting to lose muscle without even realizing it. That's when her daughter suggested she try adding more fish into her meals, starting with salmon. Mary was skeptical at first. Fish every day, she thought. But she decided to give it a try. Within a few weeks, she noticed subtle changes. Her arms felt stronger, she could carry her grocery bags more easily, and even her evening walks seemed less tiring. What made the difference? Salmon is not just any protein. It's packed with high-quality protein that helps repair and maintain muscle fibers, and it's rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation, support joint health, and even protect her bones. For Mary, it felt like her muscles had a little extra boost, and her energy returned in a way she hadn't expected. Now, let's talk about tuna, another popular fish that often makes its way onto the plates of older adults. Tuna is also an excellent source of protein, but it's leaner than salmon, making it ideal for those who want a low-fat option without sacrificing muscle-building benefits. It's easy to prepare, grilled, canned, or in a salad, and its convenience makes it a favorite for busy seniors who don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen. While tuna doesn't contain as much omega-3 as salmon, it still contributes significantly to daily protein intake, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass after 60. When comparing salmon and tuna, both have their strengths. Salmon's higher omega-3 content gives it an edge in reducing muscle inflammation and aiding recovery, which can be particularly helpful if you enjoy activities like walking, swimming, or light strength training. The anti-inflammatory properties help muscles repair faster after activity, potentially reducing soreness and stiffness. On the other hand, tuna offers a high-protein, low-fat alternative that is quick to prepare and versatile, which means it's easier to include in meals every day without feeling repetitive. Think of it this way: Salmon works a bit like a gentle repair team for your muscles, soothing inflammation and supporting recovery, while tuna is like a steady construction crew, consistently providing the building blocks your body needs to maintain strength. Both are valuable, and together they can form a balanced strategy for keeping muscles strong, especially when paired with vegetables, whole grains, and light exercise. Mary's experience shows us that including these fish in your weekly meals isn't just about eating healthy, it's about actively supporting your muscle health, energy, and overall mobility. She often mixes salmon into a simple salad for lunch or bakes it with herbs for dinner, while tuna becomes a quick sandwich or a topping for whole grain pasta. This flexibility ensures she never skips a meal rich in protein, and it keeps her diet enjoyable. But here's the question that keeps many people curious: between salmon and tuna, which one really gives the greatest benefit for maintaining muscle mass after 60? Is it the omega-3 powerhouse or the lean, protein-rich alternative? The answer might surprise you, and it could change the way you plan your weekly meals. Now that we've met Mary and seen how salmon and tuna can support her daily life, let's take a closer look at how these fish actually affect your muscles. Understanding the science doesn't have to be complicated, it can be surprisingly simple. First, let's talk about protein. Protein is like the building block of your muscles. Every time you move, lift, or even just walk around, tiny tears occur in your muscle fibers. This is completely normal. What your body needs is a steady supply of protein to repair those fibers, making them stronger and maintaining your muscle mass. Both salmon and tuna are excellent sources of high-quality protein, which is especially important after 60, when our bodies become less efficient at building and repairing muscle. Without enough protein, muscles gradually weaken, making daily tasks more difficult and increasing the risk of falls. Next, consider omega-3 fatty acids, which are abundant in salmon and present in smaller amounts in tuna. Omega-3s are essential fats that do more than support heart health. They reduce inflammation in your muscles and joints, improve blood flow, and help your body use protein more effectively to build and maintain muscle. Think of omega-3s as the lubricant for your muscle machinery. They keep everything moving smoothly, reduce soreness after activity, and allow your muscles to recover faster. Here's an easy way to visualize it. Imagine your muscles as a finely woven net. Protein acts like the threads, building and repairing the structure, while omega-3s act like a soft coating, keeping those threads flexible, resilient, and less prone to damage. Together, they ensure your muscles stay strong, elastic, and ready for movement. The key takeaway is that both protein and omega-3s work hand in hand. Protein alone can rebuild muscle, but without omega-3s, recovery can be slower and inflammation can make muscles feel stiff or sore. Conversely, omega-3s alone can reduce inflammation but cannot build muscle without protein. That's why including fish like salmon or tuna in your diet is such an effective strategy for maintaining muscle mass and overall mobility after 60. But here's the question that makes this comparison interesting. How do the protein and omega-3 levels actually differ between salmon and tuna? This difference could determine which fish gives you the best edge in keeping muscles strong, flexible, and healthy as you age. The answer might surprise you, and it's coming up in the next section. Now that we understand the benefits of salmon and tuna, the next step is learning how to include them in your weekly meals to truly support muscle health after 60. The good news is that incorporating these fish doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. For most adults over 60, nutrition experts recommend eating fish at least 2 to 3 times per week, aiming for about 3 to 4 ounces, 85 to 115 grams, per serving. This amount provides enough protein to help maintain muscle mass and, in the case of salmon, a healthy dose of omega-3s for reducing inflammation and supporting recovery. You don't need to eat fish every day to see benefits. A few well-planned meals each week can make a significant difference. Let's start with salmon. One of the easiest ways to enjoy it is by baking or grilling a fillet with simple seasonings like lemon, garlic, and fresh herbs. Baking at 375 degrees Fahrenheit 190 degrees Celsius for 15 to 20 minutes usually keeps the fish tender while preserving nutrients. For a quick lunch, flake baked salmon into a salad with leafy greens, cherry tomatoes, and a light vinaigrette. This creates a meal that's high in protein, rich in omega-3s, and easy to digest, perfect for older adults who want energy without feeling overly full. Tuna is just as versatile. Canned tuna can be mixed into a salad with avocado and vegetables for a fast, nutritious meal. Fresh tuna steaks can be lightly seared in a nonstick pan for a few minutes on each side to keep the inside tender while maintaining protein quality. Tuna sandwiches on whole grain bread or wraps are another quick option, combining convenience with muscle-supporting protein. The key is to avoid overcooking, as high heat for too long can reduce the quality of protein and make the fish dry. When preparing both salmon and tuna, it's also helpful to pair them with other nutrient-rich foods. Whole grains, vegetables, and healthy fats like olive oil not only enhance flavor but also support better absorption of nutrients, helping your muscles use protein more efficiently. Even simple additions like a sprinkle of seeds or a side of steamed broccoli can make a meal both satisfying and nutritionally powerful. Another tip for older adults: variety is important. Mixing salmon and tuna in your weekly rotation ensures you're getting both the high omega-3 benefits from salmon and the lean protein convenience from tuna. This balance helps keep your meals interesting while maximizing your muscle-supporting nutrients. Cooking fish doesn't have to be fancy. Simple techniques, baking, grilling, searing, or lightly steaming, can keep the flavors fresh and the nutrients intact. Avoid oversalting, and use fresh herbs, spices, or a squeeze of citrus to enhance taste naturally. With a little planning, these fish can become staples in your weekly routine, giving your muscles the support they need to stay strong and flexible. And here's a little teaser for the next section. There's a small trick that can help your muscles absorb protein from fish even more effectively. You definitely won't want to miss it. Many people have long believed that tuna is the ultimate choice for building muscle after 60. It's lean, low in fat, and packed with protein. For decades, the message was simple: if you want to eat clean and stay strong, tuna should be your go-to fish. But recent research has started to shift this belief. While tuna does deliver a powerful punch of protein, scientists are now finding that the omega-3 fatty acids in salmon may play an even more critical role for older adults trying to preserve muscle mass and strength. Think about it this way: protein is the raw building block your body needs, and tuna provides plenty of it. But as we age, our muscles don't just need bricks, they need maintenance workers to keep those bricks strong, flexible, and resistant to damage. That's where omega-3 comes in. Salmon naturally contains higher levels of omega-3 compared to tuna, and those healthy fats have been shown to reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and even increase the efficiency of muscle protein synthesis. In simpler terms, salmon doesn't just build muscle, it helps your muscles work better. Now, this doesn't mean tuna doesn't have its strengths. In fact, for many people, tuna is the easier option. It's affordable, widely available, and can be prepared in minutes. Canned tuna makes a quick sandwich, a salad topping, or even a fast dinner when you don't feel like cooking. Plus, because it's leaner than salmon, it appeals to people who are trying to watch their calorie intake. So yes, tuna is still an excellent choice for protein, and it deserves a place in your diet. But here's the twist: for people over 60, the story changes. Studies are now pointing out that omega-3s are just as important, if not more important, than raw protein when it comes to protecting muscle function in later years. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who regularly consumed omega-3s experienced better muscle strength and less age-related muscle decline. Tuna offers only a modest amount of omega-3, while salmon delivers much more, making it a stronger ally in keeping muscles healthy, flexible, and resilient. So, which fish deserves the crown? Let's look at the scorecard. Salmon is rich in omega-3s, provides high-quality protein, and supports muscle recovery by fighting inflammation. Tuna, on the other hand, is lean, high in protein, convenient, and budget-friendly. For people who prioritize convenience and affordability, tuna has clear advantages. But if your main goal is long-term muscle health after 60, salmon's combination of protein and omega-3 makes it a more powerful option. And that brings us to the big question: between salmon and tuna, which one should you choose to keep your muscles strong and resilient as you age? The answer is just around the corner, and it may surprise you. When it comes to keeping your muscles strong after 60, both salmon and tuna have a place at the table. Salmon shines with its rich omega-3 content, powerful anti-inflammatory effects, and ability to support muscle protein synthesis, making it a strong ally for aging muscles. Tuna, on the other hand, provides lean, high-quality protein with very little fat, offering a light option that is easy to prepare and affordable for many households. The choice between them doesn't have to be all or nothing. If you enjoy the rich taste and extra health benefits of omega-3s, salmon may become your go-to. If you want something quick, budget-friendly, and versatile, tuna can easily step in. The key is balance. By alternating between the two, you can enjoy the best of both worlds: steady protein support from tuna and deeper muscle protection from salmon. What matters most is finding what works for your body and your lifestyle. Everyone is different, and experimenting with both fish can be a simple yet rewarding way to see which makes you feel stronger, more energetic, and satisfied after a meal. Why not try including salmon one week and tuna the next, and notice how your body responds? And I'd love to hear your experience. Do you prefer the richness of salmon or the lightness of tuna? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who could benefit from learning how to keep their muscles strong after 60. Together, we can create a supportive community where staying active, healthy, and resilient becomes easier and more enjoyable. So, which fish will you try first? Salmon or tuna? I can't wait to hear your answer.